Hi, this is 𝗶হি𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀 from Science Innovation Center, California. Welcome to another Science Microminute. Today we are going, speaking of experience TEM-like precision. Remember, if you have any question during this session, please input in the live chat your question, and at the end of the session, I will be happy to answer your question. Okay, I'm here in the Science Innovation Center, California, located in Dublin, California, very near to San Francisco, in San Francisco Bay Area. We are located in this area of the building. We are part of the Microscopy Customer Center in here in the Science Innovation Center. Okay, before to start, let me, please scan this QR, subscribe. Here is the upcoming episode for Science Microminutes. Next episode is large area laser milling of battery materials. If you are interested in these topics, please scan this QR, and you will have the notification for the next coming episode. Okay, let's start. To start with this episode today, we are discussing about how to acquire TEM-like TEM images in your SEM. What is the capabilities that you can have for life science applications, especially, and how to increase your throughput if you are interested in this kind of workflow in your day-by-day work on your lab. Okay, let me move on now. Okay, first we start with a trivia. This is important because the paradigm is you cannot acquire light TEM or TEM-like imaging in SEM instruments. You are able to see this image, and you are able to probably define if this image was acquired in an EM or an SEM instrument. Difficult, right? Guess what? This was acquired in an SEM instrument. Next one. By the way, the previous one was kidney tissue. This is also kidney tissue. Here you can see the crest of the mitochondria. Very typical ultrastructure that you are looking for in the TEM images. And guess what? This is also was acquired in an SEM instrument. Okay, let's continue. Now we are seeing corona speckle virus or viruses. This is very typical structure. This, you can see the spikes here. This is a very typical image from a TEM, right? Okay, now this is another SEM image. Now, for sure here, let me hide this because probably it's more easy if I hide. Yeah, much better. Now, for sure, one of these images is from a TEM and another one is from an SEM. Could you guess which one is which? Okay. Now, here is the answer. Left image is from an TEM and right image is from an SEM. Here, this is a cellulose structure, very typical structure for many different life science samples. Here you can see the doublets of the cellulose. Here are these DNA tiles, very typical if you are looking for. But look, here in the SEM image, you can also notate the ultrastructure of the cilia, even the tiles of the DNA, which is typical, looking for some alterations in many different applications, especially for lung disease, for example. Then you can see the high quality resolution that you can get from an SEM image in an STEM conditions or an STEM imaging. Now, SEM here, can you guess which is the TM and the other one is the SEM image? Okay. Same. Left is the TM and the right is the SEM image. This is another sample from kidney. It's particularly, it's very difficult to identify which is which, of course, because the high resolution that you can get from an SEM. Here you can see the red globule structure. This is the podocytes, very typical, where you are looking for an alteration in the kidney disease. Same here, you can identify very easy the podocyte structure or any alteration if you want to look for this kind of alteration. The basal membrane here also very distinguished. Okay, you can distinguish very well even in an SEM image that is typical from a TM image in this kind of structure. Now, this is the paradigm shift. Why? Because ultrasound section have been prepared for life science scientists from decades, and the TEM-like image too can be acquired under SEM using scanning transmission electron microscope with the detector, with the proper detector for this. But also in an SEM, you have the versatility for other detector like endless detector or other kind of detector that's open the versatility to acquire any other TM-like imaging, not only STEM imaging. This is a typical image from transmission electron microscope from a brain tissue. And here you can see some mouse embryos samples and sonula adherence. That is the typical structure that you are looking for, or many other scientists are looking for this kind of structure. And here you can see the very typical high electron density of this kind of structure that is from an SEM image acquired in an atlas up to 24K by 24K, very high resolution for this kind of imaging. Okay, this is other evidence between comparison between STEM and SEM. Kristen Harrison, professor for University of Texas, do a very, very comprehensive work from this kind of comparison. Here you have TN imaging, SEM imaging in +1 in 2013. You can find this publication where she was comparison different ultrastructure and how the high quality and the high resolution that we have nowadays for an SEM instrument can provide very detailed images, very, very near to the TM imaging that we have. Now, but what is this important? What is looking for in the life science environment for high resolution in this kind of imaging? The terminology typically is looking for this kind of ultrastructure, lipid bilayer, cell membrane, which is a kind of lipid bilayer, and the double membrane from other organelles ultrastructure inside of the cells, for example. And this is very typical structure that you want to identify in a TM imaging. And this is some evidence that you can also get this kind of high quality image in your SEM or at least new SEMs instruments. This is a very typical image from a kidney mouse ultrasound section, and here you can see the resolution of the lipid bilayer here. You can see very, very easy identify this bilayer, which is very typical when you are looking for very high details, very high resolution image from TEM image. But what is the size? What is the measure? When we want to identify, when we are speaking of high resolution, the resolution is a measure. What is the thickness of the lipid layer? The total thickness of the lipid layer will be around 5 up to 6 nanometers. This is a typical bilayer. The internal tails or the hydrophobic tails is around 2.5 to 3.5 nanometers, and the hydrophobic head of this part of the layer is around 7.5, 1 nanometers. Then we have here a measurement of this bilayer, which is, in this example, 5.05 nanometers, and other example 5.68 nanometers, which is typical to can acquire this kind of ultrastructure, because the SEM works in a way that can achieve even under 1 nanometer resolution. Let me go back here. Yeah, much better if you can see me. This is a typical column for an SEM. We have a shell-kissel emission gun, which produces the electrons, accelerate through the column, and when this electron gun reach the samples, then the electron will go through the samples, and with a special detector, we are collecting the electron and the interaction, the electron between the samples that accelerate from the column here. Then we can create an image from this sample right here, okay? But also we have other different detectors that, of course, we can acquire another information if we don't have, for example, all the capabilities to prepare all this ultra thin section, which is difficult. I know this is time consuming. It's difficult to get the right, pristine ultra thin section. This is very difficult. You can also go for another option, try to acquire the surface of this sample and acquire this TEM-like imaging also in another way. Acquire, for example, in-lens imaging or other detectors like backscatter detector, for example. But today we are speaking of STEM imaging, especially or particularly. Okay, this is how the workflow or the machine looks like, right? But now, how this is in the real life. This is the final lenses of the column here. We have here the STEM sample holder or the carousel. We can call it in both ways. And here we have the STEM detector. This STEM detector is pneumatic, it's automatically. You only have to click on your software, on your user interface, and this will bring automatically the detector under the samples, and it's perfect aligned with the beam here, and it's easy. You can see this after some minutes here. Now we have TEM or like TEM imaging in your SEM, improving your image quality, higher productivity and versatility, because we have up to 12 samples at the same time. You don't have to load, unload, and break your condition. Probably you want to load many different samples at the same time, because once you get the right condition for your imaging, it's very easy to move to another area or another sample and continue imaging instead of breaking the vacuum that you have in your instrument and start again. Oh, let me move here this Okay, that's much better. And here is the same. We have the final lenses here. We have the samples loaded here. You will see how to load the sample in this carousel. And we have the STEM detector. Also, we can also use the secondary electron detector or the in-lens electron detector or other detectors along with this same setup that we have here. Okay, let's continue. Okay, yeah, this is how the images of the STEM detector look like, and this is the different areas that we have from the STEM detector. We have up to 5 different areas. You can only click on these areas and activate or deactivate different setup or different conditions that you have on your detector. For example, with the center activate, you have bright field, very typical, but probably more TM imaging is the dark field. We are activating here the outer areas of the detector, and we can mix between them or have different conditions according with the electron, how it's scattered and how it's collected by the detector when you activate or deactivate or inverse the polarization of these areas of the detector. Now, this is a very typical workflow or very typical result that you can get from using a STEM detector plus Atlas in ZEISS instruments. For example, you can acquire a complete field of view, very high storage resolution, and you can zoom in your sample and acquire very, very detailed up to you have the detail that you want. For example, in this, you have 32K by 32K with an image pixel size of 1 nanometer. That gives you a very, very good detail. We also cover how the BPD layer have 5 nanometers. If we have an image of 1 nanometer, for sure we can get the resolution to acquire the detail that we want. But how this can be done in science instruments using Atlas, you will see this today. Now, let me move on to this. Okay, now I am here. This is the carousel or the STEM sample holder. You can see here different, up to 12 different grids that you can load in this sample holder. In this area here is how to load your this sample holder inside of the chamber. Here I am putting the grids in the proper slot. After you load the grid, you can now put the proper piece to make sure that your grid don't go blow away. For example, after you time this, you can start. After this, we are going to introduce our carousel in our airlock. To do that, we only push on the vent button. Then this little chamber called airlock will be vented. Once it's vented, we're easy open, and we only have to put our carousel here, and now screwing the shuttle and close the airlock, push store. Okay, this is me again. After you load this sample holder, you can now load your sample holder in the stage. At the end, you can see the stage here and the shuttle. After you fit your sample holder on the stage, you can remove your shuttle, and now you close the proper sample holder. Okay, let me move here. of our grids. Then we are going to acquisition. This area here of the software show the 3 different grids that we are going to acquire. Now we need to tell Atlas what is our protocol to do that overview imaging. Here we have the protocol. After we pick our protocol, now we can acquire, and Atlas will ask for, of course, a name for our job, our base job. After we pick this one, the proper selection or the proper area or the file for this one, then we can check, focus, and stick. After that, we are going to run the overview imaging over the 3 different areas here in this example. Now you can see here how the process is going. And now in this area, you will see how Atlas is acquired all the area, all the 300 nanometers that we pick in the previous step here. Yeah, that's very simple. Now, automatically, Atlas will move to the next one and the next one. After these 2 different steps, we stop here. Yeah, of course, we can align this, but now we only want to have a really rough idea where the cuts, that ultra thin cuts, are located, and now we can define our region of interest, right? Okay. Sorry. Okay, that's pretty much for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Before to leaving, I want to see first if we have some question here. Let me go back here. Let me see. We have let's see, a couple of minutes if we have any questions. Okay, this is some useful links. In this area, we have a coming workshop. If you have a science instrument, probably this is very interesting for you because we have different workshops. Please scan this QR and you can see different electron, XRM, and LM workshop that you have for you. This is the ZEISS portal. You can find more information about different applications, different informations from workshops, oncoming webinars, and other very important information. And in the other corner, you will see the upcoming live streams, other micro minutes at these ones. Very interesting, different topics. We don't have any question, but if you have in the meanwhile or in the future other question, don't hesitate to contact me or contact other team of the application team here. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.